Hi, I'm Sharon.
Hi, I'm very annoyed.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm annoyed, very annoyed.
You had a soup disaster.
Yes, it went all over the microwave, and it didn't put it any longer than what I normally put my soup in. I don't know why this. What a waste of time that was.
I know, I felt so bad.
I didn't have lunch yet, and now here we are.
You were so hungry.
Plus the fact it's snowing, or snowed.
Oh my
again.
gosh, it hasn't stopped.
Stopped finally, I think.
Yeah. The weather's kind of not so great. So, well, the soup is tasty.
Yeah.
What? Too hot?
Yeah. It's right for you, not for me. I don't like hot soup. I like a little semi-warm soup.
I like my soup so hot you can barely eat it. And
well, anyway, regardless of your soup,
yes,
it's been a hell of a week, hasn't it?
It has.
Jesus.
It's been a tough week.
For a lot of people.
Really?
No, I see.
Not just us, huh?
No, I see people, their pets. I don't know
well,
what it is.
Let's back up a little bit. So, Saturday, I went to Vogue Knitting Live. I attended Vogue Knitting Live with a knitting friend who lives locally. I've known her a long, long time. And we met on the train early in the morning. I think the train left at 7 a.m. and I
was still sleeping.
I literally ran for the train because
You're always late.
I'm always late for everything. And I didn't leave myself enough time in the morning. I had everything ready, but it just takes me longer. I got up at quarter to 6, and an hour just isn't enough time for me, I guess.
No.
I don't know. So anyway, I ran for the train, made it with 5 minutes to spare. Met my friend on the train. We went down to Vogue Knitting Live, and the first thing we did was we attended a lecture by Stephen West, which was so interesting, by the way. He talked about his design workflow, and you know, he's so prolific. He knits so much, and he's put out so many designs over the years.
Oh, I don't know.
So many, like hundreds of designs. And he's only 28, I think. I don't think he's very old. I mean, he's only a couple years older than Emily and our daughter. And he's already, you know, one of the top designers in the world for knitwear. And he basically just designs on the needles, which I found fascinating. Like, I don't think he plans out what he's going to do ahead of time. He'll say, oh, I start with a sleeve and I end up with a shawl, which is literally what he does, that was fascinating to me. But you can tell with his designs, you've seen his designs, they're so freeform, basically, and that's how he does it. He just starts knitting, and then he adds something over here, and he knows what he's doing. You know, he's not just doing it blindly. He'll say, you know, I'm sure he's thinking ahead of what he wants to do, but it was fascinating. That was really, really interesting.
That's good.
And we got to see a lot of his designs. Most of his designs, quite frankly, not really for me, because...
No, for a younger crowd.
No, for taller people.
Oh.
No, honestly, you know, those long, flowy designs, you know, like he had some beautiful tunics with all
definitely
different
not
colors.
For people with short legs like you.
I gotta say, not for me, and definitely not for me. And I know I could knit it in proportion of myself, but it's just... You know, not only am I short, but I'm really curvy. And if I was really like skinny, like built like that, maybe it would look okay, but it just... But I can appreciate his designs. I mean, they're beautiful. And many of them I absolutely love on other people. No, but there was a woman there, and she wasn't that much taller than me, but she was probably 5'5", 5'6".
That's all.
Real skinny. And she modeled it, a lot of his, and everything she put on looked amazing on her. Me, wouldn't look so great. So, but I like a lot of his things. I like some of his, I have one of his earlier shawls I knit, and there's another shawl I want to knit, the one with the holes. I can't think of the name of it now, in a solid color. But anyway, so that was really interesting.
Good.
So then we went to the market. Meanwhile, you were texting me. Now, I'll let Rich finish the story in a second.
I forgot.
You forgot what?
What was they texting you about?
Well, we'll talk about it in a second. So, let's back up even further to 2 months ago. We brought our dog to the vet because she was coughing. And I didn't know if she had kennel cough. I wasn't sure what was going on. And brought her to the vet, and she did x-rays, and we found out that our dog had cancer. And she was 15 and... Lung
cancer with big tumors.
Well, she had huge tumors in her lungs. I don't think it started there. She had a tumor somewhere else in her body as well. But so the vet gave us medication to keep her comfortable, and she was doing well. She's 15 years, 7 months old when she was diagnosed. So, lived a very ripe old age. Was doing fantastic. The cough went away. She was breathing a little heavy, but she was doing great. I thought she was going to do well. And then...
The vet said she was the vet only gave it 2 weeks.
The vet only thought she was going to live another 2 weeks. So now, this past weekend is 2 months later. And I noticed last week she was starting to not breathe so well. But, you hate to have to make that decision. You know what I mean? You have... So, anyway, Saturday morning. So, I did not see her in the morning because she was still sleeping. So, you get up. She was in her crate.
All right, let her out of her crate. Gave her meds, which I put in cheese. And she loves cheese, and she goes crazy and bites her fingertips off to get it. But she didn't seem very interested in the cheese or anything. She ate it barely and drank some water, and then she lay down in the dining room. And that's where she stayed. And I went over and would pet her all the time, and she would just look at me, let me pet her, and then put her head back down. And then I noticed her breathing. It was really, really strange. Her whole back end was like lifting up with every breath.
She was struggling to breathe.
Yeah, so then I sent you a video.
That was the first day she was
took a video and
struggling
I sent it to you.
breathe. And I said, oh my God, I can't let this dog go another day. Because I was afraid she was going to die during the night. So, luckily...
She would have died.
I think she would have, and that's just so cruel. I just couldn't do it.
But she looked horrible when we got her to the vet.
So I called the vet. I was at Vogue. I called the vet around 11, and we made an appointment for 4 o'clock. So I left Vogue at 12:30. I got the 1:40 train, got me in at 3:30, and we went right to the vet and said goodbye. It was horrible. So, she's been with us a long time. We adopted her when she was 2. She was a rescue, and it was devastatingly sad. So, that was my day. That's why I left. If you guys were at Vogue, I saw one person at the Stephen West lecture. So I didn't really see anybody at Vogue, and I was disappointed I didn't get to see a lot of my knitting friends, like Kristen. Hi, Kristen. But I had to go, and my friends understood, certainly. But I'm standing there in the middle of Vogue knitting. Well, I kind of went to the corner, and I'm, crying on the phone because, it was hard.
But I noticed, someone just posted a pic of their cat passed.
Yeah,
today.
well...
And LA Knits lost a dog the same day.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. It's like, wow.
So sad. It's just... But, what I have to think of is that she's definitely in a better place because she was not doing well. And I made the right decision to come home. And, she lived a great... Honestly, that dog was so healthy. She had some skin problems. But she was so healthy right up to the end. Honestly, and even when she got diagnosed, she was still really lively. She was eating.
But she couldn't go on walks anymore.
She couldn't go on walks anymore. Yeah,
and she lived for
she had
walks.
Slowed down.
She had many miles on a rail trail as we did. We took her every day. She would walk the rail trail with us,
But she was a sweetheart, and I miss her.
So that was that.
I miss her a lot. because she was my dog. She was right next to me constantly, right there, right, and when I'm dying in the kitchen, she's laying right there, really good, just hanging out with me. And so in the morning, I miss her mostly in the morning because I would get up and take care of her and let her out and give her her meds, and I miss her.
Well, of course we're going to miss her. We had her for a long time.
We had her for a really long time, and the house is really empty.
And she was a stubborn little shit. Holy crap. It was
She
her way or the
was.
highway.
Yep.
That's the way it was with her.
She
But
was
that's what
something.
kind of made her funny.
She was
And
hysterical.
lovable. Yeah.
She was so funny. She was a riot.
We used to call it the bouncing head because when we come home from work, the back door, I look in through we have the glass halfway down, and all you see was a head jumping up and down and a mouth barking.
She had such strong hindquarters. She was one of those poodles I could have trained as a circus poodle. She could have walked on those hind legs. She did. She'd walk around the house. Like if I had a treat, she'd be like up and walk.
We used to call her a muscle wrapped in fur.
Yeah, she was
She
active.
was a muscular dog.
We used to take her for long walks. And she's been on the show a couple times. Kind of camera shy. She doesn't really like the camera. But I'll pop in a couple of pictures of her. She was a cutie. So anyway, thank you all on Instagram.
Yes, thank everybody for all your, thoughts and prayers
Yes,
and everything else.
that
Thank you
was
very much.
Really helpful and lovely of you all. Thank you so very much. So
Okay, let's
So
get
that
on a
was
more
that.
cheery note. Oh, you had a birthday yesterday.
I
Oh my.
did have a birthday yesterday.
Hey, Tom.
So it was a lovely day. I just hung out, didn't do a lot because it was a crappy day. And I'm wearing my present. Doesn't it look pretty?
Is it going back yet?
No, I like it.
She insists I buy her a present rather than just give her money, but then she always takes it back. I see no point. I should just give her money. But oh, I want a present. I want a present. And then she takes it back.
Well, I went to the store and we went to the store together.
Well, see, so why should
And then I showed him something that I really liked.
Well, I didn't like it.
I said, I like that. And I was expecting to get that I pointed to, and I got something else.
See, so what is the purpose of that? What is the purpose of me? Just eliminate the middleman. Here's the money. Buy what you want. Women. Anyway,
I need a new microphone. You could give me I'll take that back and you just give me the money. I'll buy a new microphone.
Gee, thanks.
I like it. Look, does it look pretty? Does it look pretty? I can't tell. I can't see it.
Yeah, it looks pretty. See what you think. Ooh.
So anyway.
Anyway.
Matching ear. That's beautiful. I love the matching earrings. They're beautiful.
I finally went on Kinder or Tinder or whatever it is.
You went on Tinder?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I have a bunch of 70-year-old women want to send me casseroles, which is really pretty cool.
There are
Really?
70-year-old women on Tinder?
Yeah.
Really?
Just because you're old doesn't mean you can't do it.
Okay, so seriously, you did go on Tinder just to check it out?
Just to check it out, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you get any, swipe rights? Did people like you?
I don't know. I didn't
You don't
really
know? You didn't know if you made a match?
No, I don't really care.
That's hilarious. That is so funny. Well, you had to check it out, right? Because why not?
Yeah, well, what do you think people do when they get to be older? Just give up? No.
Well, no, you go on. Most of our older friends, who, if they're looking for a mate, will go on OkCupid. That's a big one for people our age.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Another one.
OkCupid.
OkCupid. Okay.
We have friends who met.
I went on Do It While You Still Can.
Do it while you still can. I
Yeah,
love that.
That's a good site.
Yeah, sure. That's a great one. Okay.
No, these adult sites, I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't want to know.
Okay, so should we get on to knitting? This whole show was about knitting, and we
I
haven't
know
talked
we
once
have
about
not
knitting.
talked about knitting at all. So I actually made show notes. I made show notes this week. I'm keeping to my resolutions. Show notes. Okay, so my first thing on here was Vogue Knitting Live. We talked about that. Oh, I wanted to bring down what I bought at Vogue. And I bought a couple things. Nothing overly exciting. I'll probably go upstairs and get that in a little while. But anyway, Edinburgh's coming up. That's the next event.
Oh, yeah.
Tickets went on sale. And advance tickets, and they sold out, and I didn't realize that I probably should have bought an advance ticket to get in.
We won't get in?
Well, I'm sure we'll get in. I hope we get in. I was reading the email about it today, and I'm like, if you don't buy advance tickets, is there a chance you won't get in? I mean, I don't know. I think they expanded it, so I think we'll be okay.
I'll bring wire cutters. We'll go through the fence. The hell with them. What do they know?
We'll get in. I apparently Friday gets a little crazy. Honestly, I'm not going to Edinburgh to buy yarn. I'm going to see people. So, you know, I don't care about if I get in late on Saturday evening, I don't really care, you know. The yarn is secondary. I mean, I have a lot of yarn, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that coming up. Okay, so Edinburgh.
People I want to meet.
I know. There's a lot of people I want to meet, so definitely. We're not a part of the Podcaster Lounge. That's fine. Not a problem. I'll probably go hang out there for a little while and meet some other podcasters that I like. And yeah. So that's Edinburgh. So let's talk about what I've been working on.
I don't know. What have you been working on?
You didn't knit at all this week.
No, I was too traumatically drained.
It was a tough week. It was a really tough week. So
between the cold weather
and the snow, because Rich is out.
And,
it was rough. We were just kind of. Ugh. I, on the other hand.
And your birthday emotionally drains me, having to search for a present that you take back all the time.
I'm not gonna take it back.
You can if you want.
Okay, let's talk about knitting, because knitting relaxes me.
Oh, good.
All right, I finished
a
sock.
Wow.
So I should have put it on a sock blocker. That was dumb. But anyway, this is my first Twas the Night Before Christmas sock. Isn't it pretty?
A little bit late with that, aren't you?
Well, I started at Christmas Eve.
Oh.
So no, I'm not late.
Okay.
It's a Christmas Eve cast on. You're supposed to cast it on Christmas Eve. So it's a sock I can wear all year. It's not Christmas colors per se at all.
No.
The colors are Sugar Cookie, which I adore. They're beautiful. By Bella Quarta Yarns, love. And I dyed the pink heels and toes.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
So I started the second one. I've been really good. I've been knitting 12 rounds of sock every day. And I have started the cuff. I'm almost finished with the cuff on the second sock. I will be finished with the cuff today. And you notice anything different about the two socks?
Mm-hmm. The colors have changed. You have the pink on top instead of the Sugar Cookie.
Yeah, I decided to put pink on top of this one. I don't care if they match. Yeah, who cares? They're in my...
Nobody looks at your feet. If someone's staring at your feet, they're a pervert in the shoes. You can hit them anyway.
So I thought it would be fun to just, I don't know, who cares? Switch it up a little bit.
A lot of people do that.
I know. So, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. So I started this with the pink.
Of course, I wouldn't be caught dead in them, but that's...
Well, they're not boy colors. You probably would like them. They're actually a little big on me. You want them? I don't think they're going to fit. I could give them to Emily. But anyway, so... I'm going to do the pink cuff, heel, and toe on this one. And it'll be nice because I'll know when I pull them out of my sock drawer that this is the left one. Because they are different. This is the right one and this is the left one.
Okay.
Because the trees are on opposite sides.
Okay.
So I'll know right away that this is the left one. Why not? So I love it. And I should be...
You don't have to look at the toe to see which way it's bent. Which going on the right foot.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, the trees are on opposite sides.
That's what I do.
I know, I do.
And if I can't figure it out, I don't give a shit. I just put it on anyway.
Put it on anyway, so... Yeah, so I love these. Aren't they pretty?
It's very pretty.
I love them very much. I don't know if we can get this to focus. We'll see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so these are my Twas the Night Before Christmas socks. Oh, by the way, our cat, he misses her. She hated him, honestly. She would chase him everywhere, but I think he kind of liked her. He tried to be friends, but she didn't really like him that much. So he's been spending a lot more time downstairs in the kitchen area where she used to be because she's not there to chase him anymore. So anyway, he's kind of funny. Okay, so the second project that I worked on was my What the Fade shawl. And look at this thing.
You're getting there.
It is huge. I'm almost done. The knitting is done. All I need to do now is the bind off.
Good.
So I just love how this faded. I'm hoping that next week I will be wearing this on the show because it is pretty much finished except for the I-cord bind off with almost 600 stitches. That's going to take me a few days to do because that just takes time. But it's okay. I don't mind. And oh, it's lovely. Feel how squishy it is. It's squishy. It's going to be warm. Perfect. Perfect timing to finish it. And
you could put the things on my scarves.
I know. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll do that today.
Wear it.
Maybe I'll do that today.
I was out shoveling snow.
I did a little swatch for my next project because it was my birthday and I just decided I'm going to wind the yarn and do a swatch. So my next project is going to be,
nice.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, I like that already.
You're not getting it. No. But you can, you know what? These are hops, like beer. Like beer hop things.
Beer hops.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I could make you one.
It will come out quicker than one you're already making.
Well, that one.
Been making for years.
Okay, not years, months. As soon as I finish the bind off on the shawl, I am going to finish that.
I'm going to need a sweater to stand outside looking into the fence at Edinburgh Yarn Fair going, I wish I was in there.
Is there somebody that do you guys know anybody like on the inside that I can,
swindle tickets out?
I'll pay for them. I know. Isn't that terrible? I know I'm terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
And you still don't even know the address of the place we're staying.
Well, they don't give you the address on Airbnb till just before you go. So I don't know the exact address. I can...
Somewhere in Scotland.
Somewhere in Old Town, near the Royal Mile. All I know is it's on the first floor. And I don't have to walk upstairs. So anyway, this is my next project. It is called Humulus.
I like that.
I do too. Isn't it gorgeous?
I really like that, yeah.
Do you?
That is nice. Love the colors.
The light gray. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. When we're in Edinburgh, we'll pick out colors. You like these exact colors?
Exact colors, yeah.
Okay, so we'll get a light gray and a yellow for you.
Okay.
At Edinburgh. Because they have all kinds of this beautiful... like Shetland wool kind of yarn.
Oh, I like the neck. I like everything about that sweater.
It's very lovely. I know. I like it a lot. So anyway, this is my next project. The designer is Isabel Kramer. And one reason I'm making this, first of all, is because it's on like the Ravelry hot projects. I see it every time I bring up patterns on Ravelry, and it's always caught my eye. That's number one. And number two, Isabel Kramer will be at SSK. And if I knit a project by her, a pattern by her, by April, I will get extra points for drawings for SSK. So it's a win-win. I wanted to knit it anyway. And yeah, I can get extra points if I finish it by April. It's in worsted weight yarn. It shouldn't be a problem. The problem is I'm knitting it out of hand spun. And I hope I have enough. So when I was at Vogue, I was looking specifically for the yellow to match gray hand spun that I already had. So I started a very, very itty bitty swatch last night.
You like the darker gray, I see.
Well, the darker gray is what I had. Oh. It's the sheep. This is the natural color of the sheep.
No.
So.
Well, make sure you find your sheep that's got light gray.
Well, this is mine. For you, I'll buy you light gray.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind that. I like the dark. The only thing is.
Keep talking for a minute.
I'll keep talking. I don't know, but I need your opinion. I don't know if I'm liking this yellow, this beautiful bright yellow with this dark gray together. I don't know if I really like it. It's a nice contrast. What do you think? Do you like this yellow with the dark gray?
It looks fine, yeah.
Yeah, you like it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not sure if I do. That's why I'm doing a swatch. Besides the fact I need to practice my color work because I am not a color work knitter. I know I'll really enjoy it once I get into it. I did my swatch. I held the main color with my right hand and did my throwing. And I held the contrast color with my left hand and picked with my left hand. And the floats seemed to be okay. I watched Skein Deer Knits tutorial on color work, and I don't want to carry both in my left hand because I'm such a thrower. But her tip about like blocking as you go really resonated with me, and I think will help with my color work. So I'll link that video in the show notes if you're interested. It was very interesting and very helpful to me. But that's what the back looks like. You have to carry the other color. And yeah, I didn't have any problems catching my floats. I know how to do that because I weave in ends as I go all the time using that technique. So that's not a problem for me. And although I'm just not sure if I like this bright yellow. So I got this yarn at Vogue Knitting Live. And I don't have the tag, but I will show you later where it came from because I'm going to go get another skein that I bought. The woman who was selling the yarn, it's her own sheep. And she sends the yarn out to the mill to be spun. And then she dyes it with natural dyes. So this is dyed with goldenrod.
Oh.
Isn't it gorgeous? Mm-hmm. This is natural color yellow. I love it. So I have to see if I like it with this dark gray when I keep doing the swatch. I have another problem though.
Yeah, we have a whole bag of yarn here.
We have a whole bag. I
know.
know.
We're still yakking away over here. I mean, sunset in 4 hours and 52 minutes. You better speed along.
4 hours? No, 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour and 46 minutes is sunset.
Oh, 4:52 is the time. Okay, yeah, 1 hour and 46 minutes. You better hurry up. Sun's going down.
I know. So
not that there is any sun out, but it might go down anyway.
So anyway, this yarn and this yarn are different thicknesses. They're both worsted, but this is a heavy worsted and this is a light worsted. So I don't know if they really go together. So great knitting them. I measured my swatch. It's too tight. So I'm going to go up a needle size. I'm going to try that. I'm also going to run this through the spinning wheel again and kind of take out some of the ply twist because I think it's a little bit over plied. And I think that's why, I don't know, I'm kind of seeing this yellow through the yarn, through the work. So I don't know. I'm not so sure. My other option is to knit it with this. Okay. With the contrast. Well, what do you think?
What with what?
So instead of having the yellow be the little, it would be with this.
It would be that, those two colors. Mm-hmm. Instead of yellow, it would be that. You're probably better off. The yellow doesn't look overly great in that.
I don't like it. Honestly, I don't. I don't love it. I don't know, but is this enough of a contrast though?
Yeah.
These are both natural colors. This is hand spun. Closer, I think, to this. I'm thinking I'm going to use this.
Mm-hmm. I'll try it.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'll try both and see. So that's, I hope I finish it by April because
oh, Jesus, is there still more in this bag?
No, I'm done talking about that. But I wanted to run upstairs and get my other yarn that I bought at Vogue.
Uh-huh. Do you really?
Yeah, can I?
No, I don't care.
Okay, so while Rich is making coffee, I will show you what else I bought at Vogue. So, I have 10 skeins of Brooklyn Tweed Shelter yarn that I bought on sale last year at Do You Knit. So I've been wanting to knit with them. They're a gorgeous navy color, but I don't want a plain sweater just in navy. So perfect for color work. And I will pop a picture of the sweater that I want to knit right here and tell you the name of it because I don't know the name off the top of my head. I didn't buy the pattern yet. But it calls for 3 different colors. So I had this blue and I decided on this beautiful tweedy red and this oatmeal color. So the red I bought, and the oatmeal I got at Vogue Knitting Live. So this is Studio Donegal Soft Donegal Tweed, which is gorgeous. It's a worsted. Matches the shelter beautifully. I mean, the shelter is navy with red flecks, and this is red with navy flecks, so that's cool. And then I got this one from Harrisville Designs. This is Weekend Wool, and I love this oatmeal color. So I think these three colors will look gorgeous together in the sweater that I'm planning to knit. So I'm really excited about the sweater. And the sweater itself, the sample was knit with Harrisville yarns, so that was really cool. And the only other thing that I got at Vogue, not surprising because I only had like an hour to shop there, was another skein of this naturally dyed yarn. And I'll tell you who it was from. It was from...
Oh, I didn't know you were down here.
Yep, I'm talking while you're making your coffee. It was from Lana Plante is the dyer. And I got this beautiful worsted weight color. I thought maybe these three might go together. But I think I'm going to use the Harrisville because this is pretty thick, like this. So what I might do is I might do a shawl, a 2-color worsted weight shawl with these two. Because these two go, right? Together?
Isn't the ones you just used?
No, I bought this at Vogue. I bought this at Vogue and this at Vogue.
Probably.
They go, right? They'd make a nice 2-color shawl.
We'll let her know.
So, yeah, I'm thinking I don't like this yellow with this gray. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I don't know. It's just, maybe I need to knit more. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. How come you're standing there? Come sit.
Because you're doing fine.
Come on. People want to see you. They don't want to see me. Honestly, seriously. They don't want to see me.
No one wants to see me.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. There's 70-year-old women that want to give me casseroles. Aside from other things, I'm sure.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I'm sure. So anyway, this is what the only thing what?
Okay, that's your other thing from Vogue Knitting Live.
Just these. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 5 skeins.
Oh, 5. Okay.
I bought all of these.
Okay.
And I'll link to everything in the show notes. But basically, I'm going to knit sweaters this year, you guys. Sweaters, not shawls. I'm not casting any shawls on.
No, I want a few sweaters. Otherwise,
I know.
I won't buy you any more birthday presents.
Okay.
And if casseroles start coming to the house, you'll know why.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so that's basically. I know I'm blabbering on, but.
Are you ever?
I am. All right, so I do have some yarn that I dyed this week.
Do you? Oh, I didn't notice this giant bag here.
All right, well, let's show it.
Oh, I didn't even see this. Oh, nice. I like that.
I know.
Obviously, it's the first thing I want to show.
Of course.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Okay, so
Oh.
Donna and I have been doing weekly bags for a while now, and I'm in love with this one. Look how pretty this came out. Although...
What? Although...
I picked up the bag today and I realized I dyed the yarn without looking at the bag, which was kind of...
no yellow.
I didn't put a yellow in the yarn. So if you buy this, you'll have a little yellow in this. There'll be like some more speckles in here. Because when I finished dyeing this, I said, wow, this is a Cruella de Vil color. Does it look like Cruella de Vil? This yarn, this skein's already sold, and I'm going to call it Cruella. And I'm going to dye it again, and probably, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks I'll do a Cruella batch of Cruella, but yours will have a little yellow in the speckles, in the black speckles, but isn't it pretty? So look at this beautiful bag. It is all sorts of knitting sayings. Keep calm and carry yarn. Knit happens.
I like the little sheep all cut up with different things. Scarf hat.
Look at this one. Know your cuts of lamb. And it shows like it shows sweater, belt, scarf. It's so cute. And then I turn strings into things. Life is short, knit fast. It has a knitting mnemonic.
Does it count as aerobics? Yeah, I don't think so.
Does it count as aerobic? I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
All this and I knit too. It's adorable. Peace, love, knit. It's so cute. K, knowing, N, noble, I, industrious, T, therapeutic, T, tactile, I, inventive, N, nimble, and G, gratifying. That's the knitting mnemonic. It's adorable. So cute. So I'm offering this as a bag skein set. You can only buy it as a bag skein set on my site. If you want the bag only, go over to Donna's Designs shop and she will have it listed as bag only. But yeah, so that's adorable. Love it. The update will be tonight, so you might be seeing this after the fact. I'm going to try to edit it as fast as I can, but we're recording a little late this week because of circumstances. So the update is tonight, Wednesday, January 17th at 8 p.m. So this will be in there. And what else we have?
I don't know. Nothing else looks like it matches very well.
What do you mean? Okay. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say is I'm not running a sale. I'm not going to be running any sales for a while, a long time. But I do have some skeins that I discounted in the shop. So this green one I have discounted. And when I was labeling them today, I realized, look how pretty these three look together. Don't they look nice? So I made a discount section on my Etsy shop. So you can shop all the yarn that's been discounted. I have maybe 11 listings in there that I've discounted. So take a look in there. This one is Winter Holiday, Fallen Fairy, and Glitter Party, and Winter Holiday has been discounted this week. So I also have some skeins that are kind of got lost in the shuffle. So skeins in the wild, so to speak. So I have these two, this cobalt one and this this beautiful gray blue. So this is After the Storm, and the cobalt one is Wedgwood. So this is in the trendy base. I'll have that. I have this beautiful tonal sea color in Sparkle, Let Summer Begin. It kind of never got bought back in the day. And I have this one, Winter Wonderland, which those bags with the, I'll pop in a picture here, with the ice skates, I still have 4 left. And the Winter Olympics are coming. That would be a fun bag to have and keep your Ravelry project in. So we still have 4 of those left if you're interested. This one, Happiness Is. It's a pretty one. And this is a Halloween one I have left over. I Put a Spell on You. So those are all going in. Oh, and I have Winter Wheat on chic base. So this is a brand new color. This is called Woodland Fairy. And it's this beautiful soft pink with brown speckles and little hints of brown. I love it. Isn't it pretty? With the browns. I just love pink and brown. So this is Woodland Fairy. And this is a color that I had last year and I'm offering again this year. It's a little brighter than Woodland Fairy. This is Fairy Fantasy. And it's pink with lavender speckles, pink speckles, and maybe a little bit of green in there. And you could fade these two together. I mean, they're really subtle. Anything else in there? You're not making any comments. I have some more skeins of Tinder Date.
A Tinder Date. Oh boy.
These are a little bit brighter maybe than what I had last week, but they're really pretty. So Tinder Date.
Tinder Date. What do you call them? Now you gotta make a few casseroles. Do these go together?
And this is a color from last week that was really popular and I dyed more of it. Love this. These are really came out beautiful. This is Reef Diving. And it's got these beautiful oranges and pinks and teals. I love this color. So that's Reef Diving.
And these two don't match.
No, that one's sold.
Oh, it's sold?
Mm-hmm. And here's another Tinder date. I have a little bit more. So, and that's it. Oh, I never showed the yarn I dyed for you. I dyed yarn for you.
Oh.
And this is a custom dye that I did for Rich. He is going to make the
shawl.
Wellington Workhorse shawl.
Yes, yes.
Heavily modified by me. And because he wants it with longer tails, so I'm modifying the pattern a bit. And
but with a shorter peak.
Yep. So isn't this beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
The Iron Throne.
The Iron Throne. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a Game of Thrones reference, and this is in the posh base, and I think it came out gorgeous. I love it. So I'm going to cast that on for you and get it started, and then we'll sit together because Rich has to learn to purl again. So, but I love this.
Is the whole thing purl? Do you knit it all?
No, it's knit one side, purl back.
Oh, okay.
Although you could do the whole thing in garter if you wanted. That would be fine too.
Let's see.
I'll show you the difference. If you can't handle the purl,
well, I handled the purl on this.
No, there was no purl. Oh, you did?
Yes.
Did you purl a little in that?
Yes.
Oh, I think you did.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. I think you'll be fine. Although I think I'm going to have to sit next to you for a while just to, because you have to learn to do increases.
Oh. Okay.
Which can be tricky. So,
when do you do decreases? If you start with the longest part
no,
first,
no,
then
no.
you go
You
down?
start with a tiny bit.
Oh.
And it grows.
Oh.
There are shawls you cast on the long edge, but why? It's better to have it grow than cast on and decrease. Because that's a lot of stitches to cast on. If you're casting on, I'd rather cast on 3 stitches than cast on 403. So.
True.
Yeah. So anyway, that's most triangle shawls are knit increasing.
Okay. Well, I never knit one, so I don't know.
I know. That's okay. All right. Before we say goodbye, I have a winner for the monthly yarn drawing.
Oh.
Remember I'm doing a monthly yarn drawing?
Yes, and who's your winner for the monthly yarn drawing?
So my winner for the monthly yarn drawing, I did a random number generator for the YouTube comments. The winner is Chevyrell. Chevyrell. So congratulations, Chevyrell.
Chevyrell.
You can either email me at knitstyleyarns@gmail.com or you can send me a private message on Ravelry, and my username on Ravelry is Stitch Mistress. So her comment was, the prompt was to talk about what your goals are for the new year. It's great to see you again. Always love when you post a new episode. My New Year's resolution was to start a podcast, and I did it. Oh, we'll have to check out your podcast. I'm doing it. It's a lot of fun so far. I will link it in the show notes. I also purchased a Commit 30 journal and have been enjoying marking off my goals daily. Have fun at Vogue Knitting Live. I'm jealous. So, yeah, my Vogue Knitting Live wasn't as good as it could have been. I missed a class. I had a class in the afternoon. I missed it, but that's okay.
Oh, well.
My friend went. My friend went to the class.
Life.
So, Chevyrell, I'll check out your show and link it in the show notes. And yeah, hopefully your show is on the same name as what you have, because otherwise I won't be able to find it. Okay, so that's cool. So contact me and you'll win a skein of yarn, and give me your address and I'll get that out to you. It'll be a surprise. So yeah, I've been trying to keep to my New Year's resolution goals.
Okay.
I wrote show
I didn't
notes.
make any, so I don't have to worry about keeping any. That's the beauty about not making any.
I have a planner. Look how pretty my planner is. I've been planning out my days. See how pretty? I wrote it in different colors.
Oh.
I made my birthday one here.
I should get one of those.
I'll get you one. I got one for our son.
Then I can write down what what gin I like and
yeah,
don't
you
like.
should get a planner. I got
I know.
stickers. I just got this at Target.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
$10.
I had to drive you there. I remember that.
Oh, I'll get you. You really want a planner? I'll get you one.
No.
Okay.
I just thought I'd say that. But. Oh yeah, I don't know who's going to send me casseroles. I have to keep track of that. Anyway.
I'll make you a casserole.
No thanks. I don't like them.
You're so bad. All right. Done with this.
We're done? Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, I hope you guys have a great week.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you in about a week. Hopefully I'll have some finished socks. Hopefully I'll have a finished shawl. And
hopefully, if one of these days, I'll have a finished sweater before we go to Scotland.
oh my God, you are gonna have a finished sweater.
That's what you keep
I
saying.
promise.
But I don't want to see it.
Because I want to finish that shawl first. It's almost finished. Oh my God. All right. Have a great week, everybody.
Yep. And cheers.
Cheers. Okay, you coming over?
I guess. I have a choice.
I hope so.
I don't have a choice.
You sit too high?
Oh, no.
I don't know. How do we look? Do we look like we're even? Or do we need to move over?
No, I think we're in the...
We're in the zone?
Move over like this. I should move over here and just use my hand.
Little hand puppet action?
Yeah.
Rich forgot to eat lunch, so he's making soup. Oh my God, I forgot something.
What?
A winner.
A winner for who?
The winner for the comments, the YouTube comments. Let me just record that really quick.
What did it comment? Here we are back again. Ha! You thought you were finally rid of us. No.